Hello and welcome. I'm Ms. Stackpole, the head of Year 12. Normally around this time we would be having a Year 12 data evening. Unfortunately, because of the restrictions and because of the amount of people we can fit in the main hall, we are unable to have one of those. We are, however, I'd like to take this opportunity to still speak to you about the expectations that we have for the students, some of which I've already shared with you in the welcome letter and I've shared with the students in our welcome assembly and in our form times. But I wanted to go over some of the things that we expect of our students and some of the things that our students can expect of us. I'd also like to talk a little bit about the vision that we in the Year 12 team and in the sixth form team have for our, as I like to refer to them in my Americanness, class of 2023. So to start with expectations, let's start at the beginning. Let's start with punctuality. As you know, all students must arrive through the gate no later than 8:20. That means they have to be in their form room at 8:30. The reason for this is we want to make sure that students understand the importance and see value in those 15 minutes of form that they have every morning. We have set up a form curriculum that reflects our school values. So we talk about aiming higher, promoting harmony, and achieving excellence. So our form on Mondays, we talk about aiming higher. We set goals for our week. We look over and we do some administrative things. We think about announcements for the week, but we want to set the students up to have success in that week. On Tuesdays, we talk about achieving excellence. This is a chance for students to build on skills that they were introduced to in the bridging work over the summer, but also to think about different ways that they can be achieving in their lessons. So we talk about organization, we talk about routines, we talk about how to put together a good revision schedule, we talk about how to take good notes. And then the rest of our week, our Wednesday through Friday, we talk about promoting harmony. We think about things and talk about issues that are affecting our students, our community, and our world. We want students to have a chance to really look into these different issues, and we'll come back to them at various points throughout the year. Again, we want students to think about how they are part of our school community, our greater community here, and obviously how they are citizens of the world. Part of that means they need to be in lesson. Obviously, this cohort is a very unique cohort. They had a very disrupted GCSE time. And so in some ways, getting them back into the routine of coming to school every day has been a bit of an adjustment. But we want them to understand the importance of being in as many lessons as they possibly can. Obviously, everyone gets ill. Everyone has that day that they need to take off. But we really want students to be in lesson every single day. We also want it to make sure that if a student is going to be absent, it is their parent or guardian that lets the school know. We still think that although our Year 12s are well on their way to being adults, there's still some things that they need a parental hand in. And attendance is one of those things that we believe parents and guardians need to be the people to let us know. Our other expectation is, of course, our dress code. You can see this on our website as well. We want to make sure that students are thinking about clothing that is appropriate and thinking about clothing that is comfortable and getting them ready and in the mindset to learn. We also have an expectation about phones and electronics. All of us know the importance of phones and how they are these wonderful small computers that we walk around in our pockets, within our pockets. However, we also want to think about when it is appropriate to have them out and when it is not. We expect our sixth formers to be leaders in our school and to always show a good example. Obviously, if they're in the sixth form area, they can use their phones. But when they're walking around the school, we really want them to be put away so that as they're walking, they're not walking with their head in their phones, that they are engaging with the people around them, that they're taking a moment to really be present in that school community. We also expect them to have their lanyards on at all times with their IDs. This, of course, is a security measure for us. There are 17,000 students at this school, so we really need to be able to know who everyone is as quickly as possible. The step up from year 11 to year 12 is always a big one, and I think in particular with this cohort, it is a huge step. And so one of the things to think about is homework. Students, if they have not done their homework, if they haven't prepared for lesson, are sent away and given a U. This means that they have to go to a student support session, which is held every Wednesday from 2 to 3:30. These student support sessions are a chance for students to catch up, a chance for us to monitor and see how they're doing. And it's a chance for them to make sure that they say, number one, the importance of homework and the importance of putting in their best at every time. And also, if they are having trouble, this is a way for us to see that. So we do have two different types of sanctions. We have our student support. That might be a lack of homework, lack of classwork if they get sent away from class. We also have our head of year detentions. Those are Friday afternoon. That's if they're late to school, if they're late to registration, if they've had mobile phones on show, if they've showed other types of poor behavior, or if they've truanted lessons. Again, we don't want to have to use either of these sanctions, but we do think it's important that students know there are consequences for poor behavior. However, we also really like to reward our students. It's talking about how we praise. They do get to year 12s, in fact, just on Monday, receive their positive points. So with our class charts, when they receive positive points from classroom teachers, from other members of the pastoral team, they are able to actually get a hot drink or a pastry voucher. They're able to sort of see their hard work turn into food. So the sixth form itself, we have 3 spaces, 2 that are completely just for sixth formers, and then they do share the library. We have a silent study space where students can go, and if they need to really revise. We also have a sort of more social space, which is downstairs in the sixth form center, and an in-between space upstairs, which is more allows silent study, and if they need to talk, they can always come downstairs. So what is our intent? We believe that Mill Hill County Sixth Form is a highly academic environment. We are trying to help our students become critical thinkers who are inquisitive and independent. We think about the school community and we want to shape a culture of respect. We want students to embrace a wide range of opportunities, extracurricular, leadership, enrichment. We want them to leave us as well-rounded, impressive, and socially conscious young adults who are well prepared for their future. One of the things I think is very important in order to do this is sort of our year motto, which is be kinder than necessary. The last few years have been really difficult for everybody, including our year 12s. And so we encourage them to be empathetic, think about the challenges that others are facing, and also be kind to themselves, making sure that they are taking time to make sure that they are taking care of themselves in terms of both their workload, they're thinking about their mental health, and they are thinking about the community that they are a part of. So these are sort of the things that we are hoping that our year 12s are thinking about. These are our expectations for our year 12s. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this. And I will hopefully see you in person sometime soon in the future. Thank you. Bye.